been a long time since we talked about Argo blockchain on the channel. The last video was done on the 31st of January, so let's see what news has happened over the last couple of weeks. What is the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. I hope, of course, you are all well. Doing this video on Saturday morning. I'm rifling through a load of videos. I'm so busy in work. Plus, I've been really busy covering other stocks at the moment. Also in the mining sector, but not digital. It is actual assets. We have Kodal Minerals and Premier African Minerals. This video is all about Argo blockchain. So as I said, the last video was done on the 31st. Nothing really that's came out bar the mining update, which I did share on my socials if you have me, and if you don't, add me. But we have 172 Bitcoin or equivalent in January. This reduction is primarily due to an increase in network difficulty. And if we scroll back, we can see here, just to do with the winter and the storms and conditions, they've had to cut down. So that's the reasoning behind less mining. We've seen it before, so we're okay with that. But the mining revenue was 5.26 million at a mining margin of 74%. Dipped a wee bit, but it's still strong. We've got a whole of 2748. Peter Wall, the CEO, went on to say, as our mining operations develop this month, we have laid the foundations for executing our growth strategy in 2022 and achieving the objectives we have set out for Argo in the year ahead. And that's all you want, especially in this difficult situation where perhaps people are getting frustrated with the share price. You have to look at the fundamentals. As long as the company keeps doing what they said they're going to do, getting the site up and running and no real delays, and they're not letting us down in any way, really shouldn't matter about the share price, because this is a long hold. And yes, the hair's a bit mental. I've got this quiff thing going on. I don't really know what's going on. And do you ever just get when sometimes you get a shower, sometimes your hair just sits really funny afterwards? I don't know why it does that. It is what it is, like, it's just a wee bit wild. Shout out to Pam who brought this to my attention on the day it came out. Falconry to roll out a green Bitcoin mining ETF on NASDAQ. And the key thing about that there is green Bitcoin. So we know all about Argo blockchain with the climate positive, and I've shared the video where I did the detail on just the climate positive rollout. Very exciting, and this is good that there's an ETF, because I think a lot of people will see the negative side of Bitcoin, especially with energy prices and all this going up. People will be keen to think outside of the box and go, well, I wonder, is there any green stocks to be invested in? And people might be a bit wary of investing in any type of stock. They might go, I'll go a bit safer in an ETF. And no surprising, the ETF is going to be leading the way with Argo blockchain as its main holding. Argo and Bitfarms are set to be the top holdings with a 10% portfolio weight. So that is very good publicity for Argo blockchain. I like that it's green. I think, again, we're investing for this in the long term. I think this will really start to ramp up, and people will really start to see the benefit of going with Argo blockchain over other miners because of that climate positive initiative. January was a busy month. A lot of you will have seen the video, but I'll just share it here for you now. Probably could have just done that instead of talking it all out loud, but what would you prefer, me to talk about it or the video? Well, you got both. Another update on the video progress. Needless to say, these are great videos. I really do enjoy them. Get to see in behind the scenes, but they're doing very well. Site is up and running. As we know, the fit out is underway. And then this just came out 20 hours ago, and this is the real prompt for doing the video today. Blockchain and new customer compute group, Intel. You know all about Intel, huge. Let's see what they're saying. Digital computing continues to enrich our lives. So blockchain is a technology that has the potential to enable everyone to own much more of the digital content and services they create. So the metaverse is something I'm getting really bullish on the channel. I've talked about the ETF potential, the one that I would like to be invested in that we can't get access in the UK to for love or money. I have tried everything. eTorro have kind of one going, but it's more of just copying the stocks. I'm not a big fan of it, but that is available. $500 minimum investment in if you want to get into the metaverse ETF. I feel that we're not quite there yet. I'm just sort of seeing a few things out that is on my radar over the next 6 months to start building into this. This is the future. Web 3.0 is going to be the future. Metaverse is going to be the future. So when I see things like the digital coin, you're seeing real estate being snapped up, you're seeing digital food, McDonald's stores. It's unbelievable what is going on. and digital blockchain is going to play a massive part of that, I do believe. Intel are declaring our intent to contribute to the development of blockchain technologies with a roadmap of energy-efficient accelerators. Intel are engaging with promote an open, secure blockchain ecosystem and will help advance this technology in a responsible and sustainable way. Again, just what I was talking about, sustainable way. This is the future. This is what people want. They want sustainable. It's all about going green. And needless to say, if blockchain is going to be as big as we think it potentially will be, then it's only natural you're going to look at the ones at the top that are doing it in an eco-friendly way. And all these other miners that are perhaps relying on the fossil fuels for their power energy, Argo are going to start leading the way on that. God almighty, this her is wild. Our blockchain accelerator will ship later this year. We engage directly with customers that share our sustainability goals. Argo Blockchain, Block, which is formerly known as Square, and Grid infrastructure are among our first customers of this upcoming product. This architecture is implementing a tiny piece of silicone so that it is minimal impact to the supply of current products. Intel Labs has dedicated decades of research into reliable cryptograph, hashing techniques, and ultra-low voltage circuits. We expect our circuit innovations will deliver a blockchain accelerator that is over 1,000 times better performance per watt than mainstream. You will be able to learn about our circuit innovations and Intel solid state circuit conference this month. So we'll see more about this, but this is exciting. And again, Argo always trying to be ahead of everybody in the pack. There is Square Block, who I'm also massively bullish on. I personally think it's great to be invested in companies that are looking to do things first, looking to do things innovative. They're doing things different, and I love all that. There's been a lot of fun about our cryptocurrency, and obviously the risks are what the risks are. Russia and its central bank to treat Bitcoin as currency report. This article came out, and thank you to Pam again for sharing this with me. The Russian government and the central bank have agreed to recognize digital assets like Bitcoin as a form of currency, according to local reports. Don't need to go into any more on that. That would be huge if that was to happen. Now, there's a lot of turmoil in Russia and Ukraine at the moment. I'm not a political channel. We're not going to talk too much about it. Stocks could take a serious pounding, but the likes of cryptocurrency coming out in those countries could be good, especially with America maybe rumbling that they're going to try and do some sort of legislation. There is a lot of FUD, and there always has been a lot of FUD around Bitcoin. You just got to trust yourself. And I've had this debate with my friend. Worst comes to worst, if there is sanctions put on, say in America, and that mightn't be too good for the likes of having a Texas site there, but that doesn't mean that we can't mine it. That legislation won't change. What might change is that you might not be able to trade it, might not be able to buy within America. But if the likes of Russia take it up, and Europe and different countries, El Salvador, we know all these countries are taking it on, there will be benefits, there will always be use for it. And if you believe all of that, and these countries start to develop it even more, even if half the world wasn't using it, the other countries start to develop more, you can see how this thing will still grow. I'm still very bullish on Bitcoin, but I do feel that this is why you should be invested in the best in class, Bitcoin, perhaps Ethereum, maybe the lower down ones, even the likes of Cardano, Litecoin, you know, the ones that are more established. See these other ones that are coming to the market now, there's a lot more risk with them, and if there is going to be any regulations, any pullbacks, you're going to see the lesser coins really suffer. So again, happy enough to be invested in the best in class. We also had this, analysts anticipate Argo Blockchain will announce quarterly sales of 34.81 million. Three analysts have estimates Argo Blockchain's earnings, with estimates ranging from 33.6 to 36.5, and the date is April the 27th. So look, we'll say no more about that. We'll get more into that as the time comes, but that's just came out. Let's just have a look at the charts then. ARBK, ticker symbols. Nearly better off just looking at this. On the month, we're down 3.36. As you can see, very choppy, up and down, up and down. The last couple of days has helped though with the rebound of just generally the market, up 10%, and Bitcoin is doing better as well. Not surprising, ARB is in and around the same, but slightly more down over the month, 6% almost. But you can see that it has been choppy, pretty much just going sideways in this range of between 70 and sort of 80. Just looking at the technical charts then, we can see here the RSI has started to cross over. We do have a green candlestick. I would like it to get above our averages, and a wee bit more momentum here, but it is looking a lot better than what it was a couple of days ago, for example. ARB, we're coming up to the 50-day moving average. We're almost above the 9-day. We're well below our 180-day moving average, the RSI. And MACD are crossing over, looking a bit more positive than what they had been previously. We can see that today we are up 3.47 at the time of recording. And if we look at the Bitcoin now, I have previously drew this head and shoulders pattern. We can see that we had our shoulder here, our potential head, and we do have a shoulder potentially here. So it'll be interesting to see. We do have this resistance level that I drew prior at 45,000. We are currently down about 1% on the day. Be interesting to see, guys. Look, things are looking a bit better in the RSI and MACD. We will be hoping to get it a bit higher again, up around the 50. And as I have been pretty much saying for the last 3, 4, 5 months now, I'm not buying no more until we can get above 50 and build support. If it falls down below, I'm using all my thoughts, QB30 on the cards again. I wouldn't be surprised if we seen that, or perhaps even lower. But look, we'll watch this space. Again, these things are long holds, a lot of fear, uncertainty and doubt out there. I would just be wary on the whole situation right now. There is no need to rush into anything, but I am delighted with the progress over the last month. The ETF and this news with Intel, they're huge fundamental things that I really, really like about Argo blockchain. So that's the video. I hope you found it informative. If you have liked this video, please like, subscribe, help me grow the channel. Appreciate everybody that does help me out. It really does mean a lot. We're over 3,600. We're nearly at 4,000 people now. Woo-hoo-hoo. Getting excited about that. Feel free to help me grow that by doing that, like and subscribe. If you're interested in free crypto, free shares, any of that kind of stuff, you want to join the Discord, there is links down there below. Get into it, get caught up. Also the trading course, if you want to learn how to trade and get access to all these indicators, all included in the course. Catch us in the next video, and hopefully my hair will look a lot better then. Peace.
Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence. Something that happens by chance, I think not.